these are cut at 30 inches. This is what we're going to be working on tonight. It's Valentine's Day. So if y'all are making wreaths to sell, you need to be moving on to the next season now. These are cut 30 inches. Did I say that? I might have. All right. So I have all of them cut now. So I have 9 of each color. So we have the burlap color and the red color. They're both have the snowball detail in it. Okay. And then here's the ribbons I've cut. So I haven't cut all of them. I left one to cut. I've plain red. And then I have the burlap with the pink and white in the middle. That's going to be paired with this burlap with these little white circles in it. Aren't they so cute? They're so cute. Okay. The red's going to be with this red and white, or red and brown stripe. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it around my perfect tail. Now this is a 12-inch perfect tail. Hold on, I can't tell if I'm... Alright, there we go. Now it's working. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. Okay, so I just count around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oh, that's why it's weird. Because that was the one I was on a minute ago. Okay. So then I just cut it off at the top. And I like to run my scissors through and cut it off, but you can also just pull it off and then cut it off. Put it back in. I cut the other side. I think I might have cut one too many. See, that's what happens when I'm not paying attention and I'm talking when I should be paying attention. So, I know I missed y'all. It was weird not being live, you know? Okay. So then I just dovetail. I dovetail all mine together because I'm all about efficiency. So y'all can see it took me about 12 minutes to get this wreath ready to go. So I am in it for as quick as I can get to it because time is money, right? All right. So the next thing I do is I like to go ahead and stack my ribbons on top of each other. I find that this saves me a lot of time when I'm making the wreath. So this will be the part you get to see tonight since I ran right up to the time. This only takes a minute though. I just find it easier when I get to the ribbon part to already have it separated out like that. I think it's an organizing thing. You know, I worked in finance and accounting way too long. So everything has to be organized. Right? Which isn't a bad thing. Right? Sure. You want me to zoom in? I'm not really doing anything right now except just running my ribbons together. Yeah, look, I cut way too many. Okay, there we go. So now all the ribbons are stacked and ready to go. So we'll just set them aside. Okay. I've cut this. So let's grab our frame. And if you didn't see, this is our sign. Y'all know how much I love wine, right? So I wanted to do something with wine, but it still be, you know, like a cute Valentine's thing. Like a non-traditional kind of thing. So, alright, so I'm going to open up all of my ties because it just makes it so much faster. This is just a 15-inch work wreath, and I promise I will go back and fix the description after this. YouTube has made a lot of changes lately, and so now when I go live, it just keeps going to the same one. It won't let me change it beforehand. So, don't worry, I will get it all fixed. Alright. So, I will take my mesh that I cut at 30 inches. Look at that big old stack. That's a big stack of zip ties. Okay. I lay it flat. These are really nice to do ruffles with. So you just put your thumb at the end and you're just going straight up the center. Okay? You just grab it, make your little bow tie. I love this look. And then we're just going to tie it on. There we go. All right. There we go. I have been making wreaths for 20-something years. I have been making mesh wreaths for about 7, yes. I started with grapevines. Long time ago. But 7 years ago is when I started actually making them sell. So, see how cute that is? I love the little white snowball detail in here. I'm always sad when this goes away. I think I'm going to make a trip up to Sims this weekend. I need to stock up on some supplies for coming seasons. Y'all ready to switch from Christmas to new seasons? Alright, so I just place it down, tie it off with the tie. Works just the same if you make your own wreath base. And then I pull both edges up and make sure they fluff against each other. That makes that nice little hiding of the wreath frame. So that's what you want. You want it to hide all the inner workings. I did. I sold out. I just had a couple things left. Mostly because I wanted to keep them. So that that really pretty rose gold wreath I had a very hard time holding on to, but my mom really wanted it. So I did. It was tough because lots of people wanted that one. As a matter of fact, this one lady told me that in 2 months she was going to call me because she wanted to buy it at that point. I said, okay. Because, of course, you know, by next year, Mom will want something else. It's so funny. Yeah. I love the snowball, too. It's so pretty. Okay. So we're just going to do the same thing, alternating all the way around. Okay. So how many of you are going to Wreath Makers Live? Are any of y'all going to Wreath Makers Live? Sims is a wholesaler, and they are in Georgia. It's about 3.5 hours from me, about 3 hours or so. And so sometimes I'll go up there and get supplies. They have wreath bases, and they have, you know, the floral stuff. They have mesh, ribbons. It's awesome. But you do have to have a wholesale license to shop in there. But it's so much fun. It went so well. My craft fair went so well. I always, when I'm doing these, when I'm just doing ruffles, I do it at 30 inches, yes. Yep, you got to start on those Easter ones. Yep, I am going to Wreath Makers Live, and I am going to be doing some trainings in their Wreath Makers Live group, their little private group for people who got tickets. They asked me to do some stuff on taxes. So you'll get some extra training from me. Aww. I'd really like to do something myself. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. Nothing to that kind of extent. I'll just tell you that right now. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not really... I don't have that kind of time or energy. I'm helping them with all of their financial stuff this year. It's a lot of work to put something like that together. Wonderful. I'm so glad you made it live. Oh. Well, you know, even if you're in the area and you don't get a ticket, they'll have a meet and greet that you can come to. So you should at least do that. They're having it in Dallas, Texas. And one of the reasons I decided to go is because it is right across the street from the Dallas market. And they've gotten some of the... Dallas market is a wholesale place that you can make contacts to buy wreath supplies, ribbons and stuff. And they're going to have it right across the street, and they're going to have some of the vendors are going to open up so we can go see them. I'm excited. Aww. I hope you feel better, Barbara. That's awful. You know, everybody's been sick. Everybody's been sick. It's just, it's that time of the year where it's like, it gets hot, then it gets cold, and then everybody gets sick. It's terrible. And the flu's going around. It's just that time of year. Woo! Look, how pretty is that? Oh, I love that. I love it. Okay, we're going to open up the top. Y'all just have to ignore me. I get excited. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have a meet and greet in January. If any of y'all are near Columbia, South Carolina, I would love for you to come. I haven't picked out the place yet, but I know we're going to have something fun. And Julie is going to help me with it. Julie, Southern Charm Wreath Julie. Because we both live here. And we've been talking about what we could do. Hey, CT! We've been missing you. Okay. Here we go. Y'all, this month in my group, we're going to be doing training on income taxes. How much fun is that? Because, you know, when you're a new business owner, you have a lot of questions about what is and isn't deductible, right? So we do this every year. This will be our second year doing it. Going through taxes. I love this mesh too. Yeah, I got my banner printed through Chris Haas. She has a printing company, and she did my banner. I will put pictures up and a little video of how I set my booth up and stuff, and I will show y'all my banner. My banner has my face on it, and then it has like a QR code so that you can take a picture with your phone, and it gives you all of my social media stuff. So, Yeah. I love this mesh. I hope they still have some of this. Have y'all seen the new pretty mesh that they have at Deco Exchange? Oh my gosh, Amanda was sending us pictures yesterday. Dangerous, very dangerous. They have all these pretty pastel spring colors. They're the ones that have like the little stripes at the bottom. Oh, so pretty. So when I'm doing a wreath, I use not quite 2 whole rolls. It's more like 1.5 rolls, but there's a little bit left of each one. So if you had 6 rolls, let's see, you could make 4. Is that right? 1, 2. You could make 3, because that third one you could use the excess. Yeah. Well, I spent the first 25 years of my career, I mean, I am still a CPA, but I spent a lot of my time doing taxes, keeping up with taxes. As a matter of fact, I'm still doing that because I have to know. It's a requirement to keep my CPA, and I work too hard to get rid of it. So they have the pretty mesh at Deco Exchange. And I know it because Amanda sent me pictures yesterday. So yeah. Thank you. Cheryl just threw out a link for you. And it was pretty reasonable. I think it was like under $4 for a roll. And it's premium mesh, so that's really good. It's the ones that have the stripes on the end. It's really pretty. Okay. So let's put this one down and we'll be done with the mesh. Yeah. So on the last one, I pull it for both sides. Okay? Like this. There we go. You see how pretty that is and how full it is? Now, you see this is going to stand out because this is slightly lighter and then we have a lot of pink in the center. So, hey Robin! Alright, so we have the pink and the little tan and white. We're just going to fold them in half, scrunch the center, do our little birdie wings. Got to do our birdie wings. And then we'll put it in. I have to figure out where I put all my Valentine's stuff. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and tuck the little ties under and spread it out. And I do alternate what goes up the top and what goes up down at the bottom. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. Oh. So tie it on, tuck it under, pull. There we go. Today's the day that I pull the winner for the Cubby Social Challenge. Every couple months we have a social challenge where they do 2 lives a week and stuff, or post a certain number of times, and then the winner gets, this time it's going to be a Rollo printer. Have y'all ever heard of that? The thing is the bomb. It's good for printing labels off of Etsy and Shopify and stuff. I love it. Judy, if you will email me, then Casey, who is my admin assistant, she will get you all set up. But Owl is in my group too. My web guy supposedly has fixed my portal, so hopefully we'll be doing that soon. It'll make it easier. Yeah, it's going to happen, guys. You just have to be patient and determined. I'm going to tell you what. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it's the only job you have where you will work 80 hours a week to avoid a 20 or 40-hour job. I heard somebody say that one time, and I thought that was pretty stinking smart, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a lot of work. It's so worth it. But you have to be patient and you have to be determined. Because the thing that makes people successful, being an entrepreneur, is being determined. You have to be bigger than your obstacles. Very important. And you have to know how to do it so you don't spend a lot of time wasting time. Oh, awesome. You know what? Sometimes when you go to craft fairs, it's just not the right one. You have to know how to find the right ones, or you're just wasting your time and your money. It's got to be the right one. Those little ones where they do it among like churches and stuff, schools, those are usually only good for MLMs or for yeah, exactly right, Kathy. Or for people who sell really small, inexpensive items. Yep. I've done those too. I've even run those too. That I can tell you from experience. Oh, Dawn's still on her live? Well, when I'm done, if she's still on, we'll all pop over there. Okay. Is our Cubby of the Month Michelle on? Yeah, y'all, it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it, because you know what? If it's something that you love to do, then it's not going to feel like you're working 80 hours. It's just going to feel like you're doing what you love. That's the thing, though. If you're going to own your own business, you better love it, because you're going to work in it a lot. But if you love it, it's worth it, because, you know, you're using your God-given talents to do what you should be doing. So, absolutely. I think that if you really want to, you have to work towards it. And you have to expect it's going to take a little while. It's not going to be immediate. I think that's one thing that people don't understand a lot. It's not going to be immediate. Woo! Sometimes that snowball stuff makes me want to sneeze. Thank you. I love this. It's pretty. It's not what you would normally think of for Valentine's. That's why I like it. Sometimes it's good to do something that is a little unexpected. And I'll tell you, there's definitely different tastes out there for everything. Mine too, Betty. Mine too. Oh, man. I live in the glitter zone. Everyone in my family lives in the glitter zone. It's okay, though. It is okay. There we go. Okay. We're almost done with the ribbons. Then we can put our sign on. How much is this wreath? So, if you're trying to figure out how much to charge for your wreath, there's a couple ways you can do it. At a minimum, at the very minimum, you want to charge twice what it cost you. So like if I had $30 in supplies in this, at a minimum I would want to charge $60. You're a little bit better off if you start off at 2 or 2.5. So it would be $75 instead of $60. And then as they sell, you can start adding something on for your labor. So you could do like 20%, 25%, because you don't want to discount your labor either. Does that help? Now look at that. That is a terrible, that's a terrible cut. Let's fix that. Okay. Okay, I do have a price calculator. If you look back in my business tips, you can download my price calculator. That should be able to help you. Oh, the holders on the wall. Which holder? The white holder? The white thing is actually metal beadboard. And I got it on Amazon. Y'all know I love Amazon, right? I talk about it enough. You should. I love my Amazon. Oh, hey. You know what? I started doing my crafts on the dining room table. Then I moved to the guest room. And now I am in our upstairs family room. So we did that because we have to have our guest room for when my mother-in-law comes. She went home for like a week and she's coming back. Hey, Cynthia. Okay, so put this on. Oh, I like this. It's a little different. I like it. Are y'all ready to learn how to make some sublimation signs? Because now that I've got my craft fair over, I'm ready to start doing some stuff on it. Okay, so I got our sign here. Let's get our, I have my silver wire that I love. This is 26 gauge wire from Walmart. So the higher the gauge, the thinner the wire. I'd like to have a she shed in my backyard, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But a girl can dream, right? I can dream about it. Oh, I'm so glad, Cece. That's awesome. I'm so glad she loved it. Yeah, I was working on some signs today. Oh, no, I don't think I printed any of them out. Oh, I will show you what. So all of the kits, all of the ice skating kits are going out this week. This is going to be next month. It's going to be a very small run because it's Christmas time, but that's it. It is a Valentine's. And it's going to have the red jute mesh and the burlap jute mesh. So, I'm just going to pop a hole in the sides. And remember, if you don't have one of these, they're on my website now, hardworkingmomstore.com. Okay. people were having trouble finding them, so I got them, put them on my store. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna run the wire right through the little hole that I made. I like burlap. I like the burlap color. Yeah. So y'all, we're about to hit 100,000, and you know, when we hit 100,000, we're gonna give away that ginormous Probo Ultimate Deluxe thing that will do carbos. It is so huge. It's actually under my table back here, and it takes up almost the entire space under the table. As a matter of fact, I think you could probably make it. I did make this sign. It's in my shop, and I'm about to show y'all how to make these. So, yep. Yep. All right. So we got the sign ready. See, it has, these are wine glasses. This is wine. And it creates a little heart in the center. Can you see it? Because I just thought it would be fun to have something a little bit different, right? Okay. So I'm just going to tie it right in between. And I'm not going to put a bow on this one, because we just did a bow when we made the thing before this. I kind of didn't want a bow on this one. Okay. So when you're putting this on, make sure you're paying attention to where your ribbons are in case you need to kind of move them a little bit. I'm putting it right around where my ties are. Just makes it a little easy. But remember, you can always run it right through the mesh if you need to. It's not going to be a problem. Okay. And then I just pull it around the back. See? And I tie it right around the base. And then I kind of twist it around that middle one. Isn't this mesh pretty? This mesh is pretty. Trim it off. Okay. Let's fix this one. Then we'll do the other side. My wreath making has taken over my whole house too. Even though I have a warehouse. It's still taking over my house. It's hard not to have that happen. I will tell you a little trick though. So if you have extra wreaths, if you will take a hanger, preferably a wire hanger, although the hangers that I get are wire, but they have this plastic coating on them so they don't damage things. And I will have a link to that when I show you how I set up my craft fair. But if you put it on the hanger, you go right through the back, right up here, and then you put a bag on it, and you can hang them in your closet vertical, like this, okay? And then you can stop hanging them on every single surface in your house, because it's easier to get more in a closet. It really makes it a little easier. And so when I go to craft fairs, that's how I store them on the way over there. Yeah, see, that's what I did too. When I was in the guest room, I had the whole wall was wreaths all the way up to the ceiling. Oh, yeah. We all start at the same place, I promise. These just got to hang in there. As things get better, as your business improves, then you're able to get more space to get a storage unit or something like that. That really helps. So, yep. All right. Let's do our shape test. It's on there. All right, let's just kind of fluff out our ribbons a little bit here. There we go. Hey, baby. That's my... I haven't gotten the spider yet. I will. Ross has a little fear of spiders. All right. Ooh, I like it. Oh, yeah. You like it? Oh, that's so pretty. See, it just has the little pops of pink in it that kind of tie in with the sign. I use clear trash bags from Sam's. They're exactly the same ones. Yep. Yep, that's what I do too. Same thing. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hi, Charlie. Thank you. All right. So now that my show is over, I should be back on track. I so appreciate I had a couple people came on to make sure that y'all were not looking for me and no one was there. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the special guest. My shipping boxes. So I get them either from Amazon. Sometimes I get them from Lowe's and Home Depot. You can get them to send individual boxes there and you can go pick them up. Thank you. Or I get them from a local manufacturer. So all you got to do is look around your area and see if there's any box manufacturers. Mine actually will deliver mine to my house as long as I order a certain amount. So that's what I do. Some of them will let you come pick them up too. Yeah. Thank you. It's good to see you, CT. Awesome. Woof, it is so warm up here, y'all. It's hot. It's hot in this room. So be looking out for the video. I am going to do a video on the craft fair, how I did it, how I set it up, and all that good stuff. Because the one I did is a really large one. It has, I want to say I think over the 5-day period, it has like 10,000 people come through. It was huge. There were people like we would have like 6 people at the booth at one time sometimes, and it would be kind of overwhelming, but it was fun. So, yep. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, if you didn't see the one I did earlier, we decorated this up for my mama. Isn't it cute? It's a little metal tree. So I'm going to take that down and put it outside. So, oh, don't worry. I haven't done the video on how I did my show yet, so you haven't missed it. This mesh holder is from Susie's Wreath and Things. It should be in my links below. Yep. Good night. Thank you. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know this was short, but we did one before it. And I'm still kind of tired from that show. Can you believe that? Yep, still tired. But But I will go back and change the descriptions and everything in here after I get a picture. All right? So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys on Sunday for sure, if not sooner. Okay. You have to measure the outside. So the majority of the wreaths, it's like 24 by 24. Or 22 by 22. Or 20 by 20, depending on the size of your wreath. And then about 6 inches tall. Okay? I do have a video on how to pack a wreath, and it shows you how to cut your box down. So I would go watch that, because that would probably help you figure out the size that you need. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys in a few days. Bye, y'all.